Well, first tonight, did you feel it? 2 earthquakes reported out of South Carolina hours apart, both more than 3 on the Richter scale. And the ground was shaking even as far away as the Queen City, and there's a good chance you felt it more than once. Good evening. I'm Brian Blakely.
Hey, good evening to you. I'm Alicia Barnes. Both of these quakes centered around the town of Elgin, which is near Columbia. Queen City News reporter Derek Dellinger tonight has been talking with officials down in South Carolina about this. And Derek, you had a chance to talk with the mayor, and she's expressing some concern.
Indeed, she is, and it has to do with the amount of shaking that's been going on. There have been dozens of earthquakes there over the last 6 months, and there were 2 today that were over 3-pointers, but there have also been at least 5 other smaller quakes today, too. If the data from the U.S. Geological Survey is any indication, a lot of people felt the shaking Wednesday, and it may have been a shock to the system, but
nothing has been reported yet, other than, pictures falling off the walls, items rattling or shaking on bookshelves.
Melissa Emmons is the mayor of Elgin, South Carolina, which has been at the center of many of these quakes, and not only just this week.
We're at I've lost count, we're over 40 since December the 26th.
The ones that are over 3 are felt a lot more, and, definitely make you pick your head up a little bit more and your ears perk up.
Brandon Lavorgny is with the South Carolina Emergency Management Division, which has been fielding phone calls about the tremors.
A lot of people forget that there are fault lines that run through the state of South Carolina, and that we're one of the most earthquake active states on the East Coast, if not the most active. And a lot of people forget until an earthquake hits.
But the amount of it in Elgin has its mayor worried.
We've got a bridge that leads into town, in or out, which depending on which way you're going, that is scheduled to be replaced. And it has been on the schedule for several years now, and they keep pushing it back. My concern is that.
And even though it's a hazard of living there,
we're being informed that, yes, we know we're on a fault line, but I've lived there all my life, and I've never experienced anything like this.
now there is a big question with all of these quakes that have been happening. Are they aftershocks, foreshocks, or are they all considered separate events? That is something that will really just have to be figured out long term.
Yeah, and Derek, with these stronger quakes that we've been feeling around the area, Sparta had a 5.1 2 years ago, and then the other 3.5, 3.6 here at Elgin. It's really not that unusual to have the quakes here.
Yes, and the mayor's still, you heard her just say, talk about being on the fault line. And earthquakes do happen frequently in the Carolinas. They're usually about the 1 to 2, the low 3-pointers. Many people usually don't even feel them. They are necessarily too concerned with them. However, the frequency is not necessarily what's the issue. It's the magnitude. The magnitude is what
strength of those. Yeah.
Well, I lived in Columbia for 10 years, and I don't remember very many earthquakes. But this year in the Elgin area, there's been almost. I would say
4 dozen.
Yes,
4 dozen, yeah.
Just in a year.
Yes.
So let's
not even a year, 6 months.
Yes, so let's talk about the science. And let's get to that, because I know there's one person in this room who definitely knows science, and that's Chief Meteorologist Tara Lane. So Tara, what is causing all these tremors?
Well, here's the thing: it's on kind of like fractured land, and I know, and we're mentioning that Brandon was mentioning that in your story too, just how it's kind of like a broken bone where it hasn't fully healed, and so from the mountains to the west, and so you still get that shifting going on. It's unstable, and we take a look at the Richter scale, and we've been talking about the magnitude of these earthquakes that occurred today. So we're talking about the 3 to 4 range. So that's at the lower end of the scale, and you can see here. So we get some of that maybe noticeable shaking, as we've seen with some of the reports, and we've been feeling it. And some of you felt it as far north as the Charlotte area, but not until you get into 5+ range on the Richter scale do we start to get some of that property damage out there, fortunately. So these are on the minor end, but again, not unusual. You can see this is a look at the map of earthquakes that have happened since 1983, and look at all those dots, and that orange dot is that Sparta one that was a 5, at least on the Richter scale from a few years ago, the strongest earthquake in over 100 years. And again, you can see how they're clustered kind of along the Appalachian chain and down through parts of South Carolina.